Hey Virgo, thank you for tuning in to the channel. This is going to be a general reading for August 16th through the 31st, 2021. Just know that all messages will not resonate with everybody, and that's fine. You can always check your moon and rising signs as well. Other than that, we will do this again at the beginning of September. Any information about Sage Company will be in the description box. And with that being said, Virgo, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. You're too close. All right. That's my 3 right there. Okay. Okay. All right, Virgo, and at the bottom of the deck is Fortitude. So I feel like the energy here is the determination that you put into this energy that I'm picking up on, and what I'm feeling like this is about. I really feel like you try to make a connection work with somebody, okay? I feel like, and this is for whoever this resonates with, I feel like that this connection didn't go all that great or all that well with this person. As a matter of fact, it caused some kind of disappointment, some heartache, some stress. I just really feel like that the person wasn't being honest about who they were, right? And what their position was in your life. Like, why were they there? What were their intentions? And I really feel like they stopped a lot of things for you. Like they were blocking a lot of things for you. And I feel like that you was really trying to be patient to see how things are going to work out for you, Virgo, in this situation. And you was trying to give it a little time to see if it was going to improve, or, you know, for them to change or do something different. And it just didn't work out like that. And so, you know, the next step is like, you know, if I want things to be different for me, and since this person is not willing to change, since this person is not willing to put forth the same efforts that I'm putting forth, then I am willing to move away from it. Like, it's not making sense, and I can't make it make sense. And so I gave everything in me that I possibly could have, and that wasn't enough for this person. Okay, so let me pull some clarifying cards here. All right. And the bottom of the deck for you, Virgo, is if this was for you or if it wasn't for you. That's the energy. If this is going to work out or if it's not going to work out. Like that is the question out on the table, or that's the question that help you get to the conclusion that you got to. So basically, and this okay, and this is for whoever this resonates. This may not be for a lot of people, but this is what's out on the table right now. We're going to talk about it. This person was not who they said that they were. They lied. They weren't truthful in the whole situation. Again, you was doing everything, any and everything that you could to make things, okay. You were doing any and everything that you could to make sure that you was doing anything and everything that you could to try to make this work with this person, right? You may even worked on yourself. You might even try to do some changes on yourself. And again, that wasn't enough. But it wasn't going to ever be enough because there was somebody else in this situation. This was a third party situation going on. And that was the heartache. That was the disappointment to find out that somebody else was involved in this situation. Unfortunately, that the person that you were with, they were not committed at all. It was not in them to be committed. They didn't come into this to be committed, right? Now, I don't know if this was a situation to where you both started off not wanting this to be an actual thing, but somewhere down the line, somebody fell in love. So if this was a situation to where you both went in and it was just fun and dating and we weren't going to put a label on it and in that type of situation, somebody's emotions kicked in and somebody wanted more. Okay. Somebody wanted this and they were not willing to give that. Okay. So somebody stepped out on the other party, but there was definitely another person involved in this situation that turned it into a triangle, which started off with two people. Okay. But somebody was being very deceptive. Somebody was not telling the whole truth. Somebody wanted this to work. Somebody didn't care if it did work. Somebody said, well, maybe if I start making some changes, start working on myself, that'll get them to do something different or look at me different, look at the situation differently. That person said, I ain't down, I ain't for it, I'm not committing whatsoever, and I can find my happiness elsewhere while I'm still with you. Let's pull some more cards here, Virgo. Whoa. I might have to do 4 cards on each row instead of the typical 3. All right. I'm just going to put all of these there because they all fell out like that. And I'm going to move some of these around for them to match up with what was going on here. Okay. So basically what Spirit is saying in this situation here, again, somebody was trying to wait for things to see, maybe work out on their own, see if things was going to work out. But it wasn't, and it didn't. It was not going to work out because somebody threw an extra person into this situation, into this equation. So it was not going to work out because they done already stepped out on this situation, right? Somebody disrupted the plan. Somebody didn't do what was planned, okay? And that's what happened, okay? So things have been or started moving very quickly. So that's what these 2 8s here is about. Accelerating motion. Some shit started to go down and things started happening like really, really fast. Again, somebody's feelings were hurt. Somebody's heart broke. Somebody suffered in this situation only because somebody wasn't being truthful. Somebody was being deceptive. They weren't being who they said that they were. They weren't doing what they said they was going to do. They didn't want what they said they wanted. It was all a facade. Okay. So one person was getting out of it what they could while the other one was barely getting anything out of it. Somebody was suffering in silence because of how things were going down, because of how sad it made them, because of how when they found out that this person didn't want the same thing that they wanted, right? You guys weren't aligned. You guys didn't want the same thing. Then somebody started, you know, reflecting in their feelings, right? Thinking about probably how it began and how innocent it felt at first. The whole situation, once it went down and once things moved in the manner that they moved, you peeped game, you figured it out, you became aware, especially about the third party situation, the triangle, and now is at the point that something's got to change. Something's got to be different. Something got to go. All right? So that's what I get from all of that. It was too much wanting something to work out, right? It was too much, I'm just going to see if this thing kind of work out for itself type feeling going on. And it just didn't happen like that. It wasn't going to happen. Because that other person had already brought somebody into the situation. Unless threesomes was your thing. And like I said, this wasn't a committed situation in the first place. And then somebody started getting feelings. Changed the whole dynamic. Well, somebody else didn't want it to change. Okay? All right, so basically, again, the other person wasn't who they said they were. This was the type of person that you drew in. This is the person that you attracted, right? Everything about them was way different than how they sold it to you was way different than what you bought. Okay. So this was who you attracted, right? And they weren't what you expected. Okay. This whole situation is too much. It's unbearable. It's too much for you to try to take on, right? It's unbearable. It's too much weight on your shoulders, and everything, right? You can no longer hold this up. You can no longer carry this burden. All right. And the burden is the relationship. Okay. It's too hard. It's too much. And then there's an instance in where you just need to go ahead and set yourself free. Right. Whatever mental traps or cages, emotional ones, you need to set yourself free. And that is the message here. They not who they say they were. You know that this is too much and you need to let it go. You need to find yourself again. All right, Virgo, let's pull some more messages here. Then we're going to wrap this up. All right. So, again, somebody was in love, somebody fell in love, and somebody wasn't in love, okay? This was all about when the love happened. This is all this was about. And the need to move in another direction with this. Move in another direction with this. I'm not even going to say move away. Just move in another direction from this. Is what Spirit wants you to know. Move in another direction with this. Don't lose the ability to love, okay? Just because it wasn't for this situation, but always operate and always move in love, okay? Okay. And then once you set yourself free, your mind free, your emotions free from this situation, you're going to find that happiness that you once had, all right? But it just was not for this situation. All right, Virgo? And so this last card, I'm really feeling inspiration is needed here. I'm going to pull a Love Your Inner Goddess card. I've just been feeling like in this round of readings, we just need some extra inspiration. And so I want to pull an additional card and read from the book, The Message, okay? All right. So you have Virgo, beautiful bandit. All right. She's so pretty. All right, let's see what that message is attached to the beautiful bandit. It says you can choose right now to feel good about yourself. If you've been beating yourself up, stop it now. Don't let anyone else decide how you should feel about yourself. Taking responsibility for your actions means that when you have done something that you feel is out of integrity, you do something about it, and that is constructive and useful. Damning yourself with judgment or allowing another to steal your self-esteem is neither one of those things. The Divine Mother is telling you to forgive yourself and use your energy now to live the best life that you can. It's time to take your life back, baby. Free yourself, free your mind, free, okay? You are one tough sweetheart, a spiritual gangster, and a beautiful bandit stealing back from the unworthy that which rightfully belongs to you. You have certain spiritual rights that cannot be denied you. Your dignity, power, and grace, your sense of beauty and self-esteem, your chosen belief systems, your energy, and your right to take up space in this world rightfully belong to your soul. Your fate in your spiritual connection with the universe and your sense of life purpose belong to your soul too. So do your joy, your laughter, and your enjoyment of life, your belief in your own purity of heart and the goodness of your own being. Your right to love yourself is owned by your soul too. And even when you make mistakes, the Great Mother loves and forgives you, knowing that you are doing your best and are her precious daughter. You have a spiritual right to be free from torment, cruelty, and mental anguish. You alone own the right to choose your thoughts and claim your freedom to make your own choices. You are fierce with wisdom. You are fierce with wisdom. You know that another cannot ever successfully steal what truly belongs to you. And if they try, your sacred rage will rise up and you will not hesitate to stake the winning claim for what is rightfully yours. The beautiful bandit comes to you with a message. Anything that you feel has been taken from you unfairly shall be taken back to you. Claim what is yours by spiritual right. Justice, baby. Justice will prevail. So whatever they think, whatever loss you thought you lost, you about to get all that back. Remember what I said. This is a blessing in disguise that is only going to lead to your happiness. This is you dodging whatever bullet this was, okay? Take back your love that was taken from you. Take that back. That's what I have for my Virgos. I am wishing you the best in your situation. Again, we're going to do this again the 1st of September. And this was for whoever this resonated with. This is not for everybody. I do feel like that this was specific. And somebody was supposed to get this message, okay? If you want to support the channel, just like, share, spread the word. Because we do want to grow, okay? We love giving these messages to each and every one of you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, Virgos, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I am wishing you all the best. Thank you.